Welcome to Where There's Wheels.
There's a plan.
I'm Ian, your mid-complexity casual gamer.
I'm Stacey. I'm your non-gamer gamer.
And we are here with a second attempt at this because we realized as soon as we got done with our live stream earlier that our microphone wasn't on. So yeah, we are here today to talk about real quickly our top 10 2025 game covers of games that we actually own. Um, yeah, I don't know. We're having some issues on our stuff. We don't have some visuals for us, so it's a little weird today.
Okay.
Hopefully we look okay. We can see us here, but not on our studio, so we don't know what's being actual how far behind we are or not. So yeah, so this is something fun we like to do. It's probably one of Stacy's favorite ones to do. It's not easy to do. We used Pub Meeple to rank our covers, and then we kind of took our top 15 and got those covers all out because we have a lot of games from 2025 that we own. Um, and then we kind of looked at them a little bit more detail, and there are several that probably should be, could be in the top 10 any given day. It just kind of depends on how you're feeling at the moment you rank them. So,
And I've re-ranked mine a couple times, and every single time I re-ranked them, I came up with something different.
yeah.
Stuff that was in my top 15, it's now like in my top 5. Stuff that was number 1 or 2 is now,
yeah.
outside of my top 10. So it's all about my mood.
When you do it on Pub Meeple, you can't really see them very well. You can zoom in, but so we did look at the covers and did our re-rank and then kind of looked at it again. Just make sure that things really were, when you can look at the details and stuff. So, hey, Michael, how's it going? Thanks for joining us for our retake of this. So, yeah. So we're gonna get going. So unfortunately, there's gonna be no surprises to Stacey and I. When we tried this earlier, we had all of our top 15 for each of us, and we didn't know which ones were in our top 10, let alone what the rankings were. We do now because we didn't have our microphone on earlier, so we're gonna go through this a little quicker than we did earlier. So we are gonna bring up our down camera to in between us to be able to show the pictures. And Stacy starts off with your number.
Get that out of here because that's not in my top 10. Okay, so we're going to do this all over again. So my top 10 was very hard for me to figure out. And some of them I did or ranked because I'm just nostalgic. I'm a very nostalgic person.
Yeah.
So it's that
Some
feeling that it gave me when I looked at it. Some of it just reminds me of my personal artwork that I do. Some of it just reminds me, I love animals. And so if it's got an animal. So my number 10, oh my Lord, is Finspan by Stonemaier Games. And the reason that I chose Finspan is because this green that's on here is one of my favorite colors. So if you put this green on a cover, I don't care what else is on there. I love this color green. So I'm going to gravitate towards that right away. Second of all, it reminds me of the artwork that I personally do on my own stuff. Ian knows what I'm talking about. I won't pitch it or anything on here, but this is very similar to the same style that I use myself. And I also love these flying fish. These flying fish, the only time I've ever seen them is at the aquarium. And I had one almost hit me in the head once. And
at the aquarium?
Wow. That little bugger jumped up, scared the bejeebies out of me, hit another one, and then kind of like ricocheted. And yeah, it was quite exciting. So that is why I chose Stonemaier's thin span artwork by I don't know who did the Ian
Right there.
has
It's
it.
right there.
Oh.
Art by
Oh yeah, that's
Anna
right.
Marie Martinez, Catalina Martinez, and Mesa Schumacher, with support from Natalia Rojas.
That's right. And the artists all did a part in all of the cards to make it look like one seamless art or one seamless art style from all of these different people. So I really like this. I like how it's got the blank space over here. It's just cute. To me, it's cute.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a blue green because it's the sea, so it's water. So yeah, it's a little bluer on our camera
Mm-hmm.
than it is on the thing. I tried to brighten it up a little bit.
It's kind of like a sea. I don't know what you call
Like
it.
it's
It's a
kind of a blue green. Let's see if we can get a
yeah.
better.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
ooh,
really blue.
ee,
Oh,
ooh,
that might be a little bit.
ooh.
That might be a little closer.
Yeah, that's a little
It's
bit
kind of a
better.
blue green,
Yeah,
turquoise almost.
kind of
Yeah,
like, kind of like. Oops,
one
where
of
is it? Down
one of your
here.
yeah.
This
Okay.
color down here. So, um, yes. So that's
All
my
right, number 10.
number 10.
My number 10 was a bit of a surprise to Stacey when we did this our first time. It's a
Yeah.
small box game, but I really love the art on this thing, and I think just the simplicity of it. And this is 3, 2, 1 Countdown from Grandpa Beck's games. I don't think we found the artist. Let me look it up. It's not listed. So let me look it up real quick. Guess I should have done this. Didn't think about that.
You know,
But
Michael, I don't think you need to be an artist to be able to see it. I don't know.
yeah,
That's just me.
no, it's kind of a bluish greenish
Yeah.
color, you know. But yeah, so anyway, with this art, I love the simplicity of this, but it also really, this is a game. It's a card trading game. You're trying to get rid of all your cards. Um, and just the name 3, 2, 1 Countdown. I love this kind of like Big Bang almost sort of thing up here. I love how the countdown is coming at you, almost like superhero esque font. Um, and then I love this silver rocket, and then the fire coming in, you know, the exhaust, everything coming out, and the smoke coming, and how it's glowing off it, and just the one little red dot there where you can probably see inside it, and just the dark background. So something about that cover just was really striking to me, and I really love how this color looks. I do want to look up the artist real quick though, because
Mhm.
it is not listed.
Now, one thing about Grandpa Beck's games is their colors are their covers are very whimsical
Yeah,
usually. Um,
artist is April Stott.
there you go.
So
But
there you
this one just, I don't think this reminds me of a Grandpa Beck's regular
go.
cover. I think it's a little different than what they normally do.
Maybe on some of
But
them, but you know, Skull King has a pretty, you
yeah,
know, realistic. But yeah, no, I
yeah.
don't. Just the colors, the dark purple and blues, and then the bright yellows and oranges and reds. Just something about this cover just was very striking to me. So yeah, that was my number 10, 3, 2, 1 Countdown from Grandpa Beck's Games. Artist April Stott.
Okay, my number 9 is a game that I have never played before.
Which one was it?
Origin Story by Stonemeyer Games. And oh, here it is.
It's right there.
It's in my pile. I really so again we've got the same green color going across here, and if you've got this greenish blue seafoam, whatever you want to call it, color on a cover, I just love that color. I love this style. I love how you can see the artistry in her tattoos on her arms and her legs. I like this Japanese style as well, and how it kind of tells you about the different aspects of the game. I'm guessing,
Yeah, the
like
story is you're becoming a superhero, and this is kind of her going through it's
different
going through transformation
phases.
of trying to becoming a
Okay.
superhero.
Okay. So it tells you the story of what the game is about. I don't know what it is about this, but again, it's got that same ink style on it that I
Yeah.
personally use in my own artwork. And so that resonated to me for that reason. Um, I just really like it. I like the pink. I love pink and green together. So again, that drew my eye to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just really
No,
like it.
it's a good cover. It's good. It was in my top 15. Did not quite make my top 10. But you know my top 15 games covers are all really good too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
really good. Yeah, so that's a good one. I like it. Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
that one's a trick taking game where you're becoming a superhero and you can get abilities and stuff. All right, my number 9 is a standalone sequel to a game that came out last year, and there's a good chance I didn't look back. A good chance that that cover made my top 10 or was at least an honorable mention. And this is from Road to Infamy, and this is Formaggio. And the artist of this one, before I talk about it, is illustrated by Pavel Shovla. I'm
Sure.
sure I'm butchering that completely. Um, so a couple things with this. I like how they've framed the water with the hills and the town and how it they made it look like cheese. I love the style of this. It reminds me of A Starry Night.
Mm-hmm.
Just with the waviness and stuff, and just the lines, accenting all of the giving you detail on everything. It reminds me of Starry Night. I love that painting. Um, I really like how they did the title of the cover on this one, where they put this like sign up here because you are selling cheese and you're going to different places to sell cheese or do different things with cheese. And so I really like the sign. I like how the top of it's cheese. I like the little in this one you have different seasons, so I like the fall up there. I like it just looks very elegant here,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it plays very well with this art here. And I like the sun in the background, and just they've got the little homage to cheese all over, and they've got the different the different types of cheese in the buildings and some different things. So yeah, I really like this one. Just I don't know, just it was very striking to me. This is one that kind of popped in and out of my top 10 as I was ranking and then re-ranking. So yeah, that is Formaggio by Road to Infamy.
Very good.
Right.
And my number 8, are we on 8?
We are on 8.
Is one that makes me feel very nostalgic. This is one of those games that brings me back to my childhood and makes me feel wish that I could be young again, just so that I could cuddle with my kitty cat. But Knitting Circle, again, you've got this green that I absolutely love. I didn't realize I had so many green ones.
The
But
origin
this,
story one's a little different green, but yeah,
it's
your
a
other
little
ones, you
different.
got another one coming up that has
Yeah,
like that exact same
yeah.
bluish, greenish,
Same color as my shirt.
sort of.
Yeah.
It's more
Alrighty
teal, but
then. Well, alrighty then. I really need to expand my horizons. When I first met Ian, all I wore was black and khaki, and those were my favorite colors. Now I'm expanding to green.
yeah, okay.
So anyway, but I really like this one because it's got it tells you the story of what you're trying to do. You are trying to knit these different articles by using these little buttons, I guess they're considered in the game, um, to score as your points. You've got your knits and your purls, if you know, or if you don't know anything about knitting. Knits and purls are two stitches that are, your main way of knitting something. And so you've got what your designs can be when you are finished with your product over here. This just looks like a cozy, relaxing, non stressful game. The font kind of tells you, hey, we're here just to have some fun, just to kind of relax and enjoy some time. So it's got a kitty cat. Beth Sobel is the artist. Beth Sobel, you'll hear her name, I believe, a couple times in
Yeah.
this. She's one of my favorite game artists. And I just really enjoy her artwork to start with. But that is Knitting Circle, and I really like it a lot.
All right. My number 8 is
Uh-oh.
where'd it go? Oh, my iPad's on over here. My number 8 is from Rebel Studios, art by Karolina Kajak Jakonski.
Mm-hmm.
Jakonska. And this is Pergola. I really like this art. It's very soft. It's not like it doesn't like strike. It's not like harsh. It's a very soft cover as far as the art goes, but it really reads the game very well. You have your trellis here, or your thing here that you not your trellis, your
Your
this
That's a
isn't the
trellis.
is it
Isn't that a
okay
trellis?
that you're planting stuff on. You have the different flowers you're planting in your garden. You have your different tools you're using. You have the bees and the ladybugs around, and and the butterflies that you're trying to attract to your garden. You have the lanterns up here that you're hanging up. I really like how they did the sign hanging from this, but then they did the vines and stuff around it so that it didn't like pop. It was looked like it was naturally there. I love the colors on it. The fence in the background, very calm and everything. So I don't know. It was just a very calming one that really kind of resonated with what the gameplay was. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I really like this one. Pergola by Rebel
Pergola.
Studios.
It's a good choice. And my next one is, like I said, if it's got green or if it's got one of my favorite animals on it, consider it sold. You just put, "Hey, Stacy, come and buy me," right across the front, and we're good to go. So my next favorite one is Otter. It's a little tiny box game. So I'm going to try and put it up here so that everyone can see it. There you go. Otter. And otter is my favorite animal in the whole wide world. There's nothing more cozy than watching two otters in the ocean holding hands, just keeping each other comfortable and safe, and that little smile. How can you not? Can you not love that smile? And the color green once again. I just love how it's got just simple artwork on it. You don't need much more to describe the game than an otter with this starfish. Um, it's a comforting game. It's fun. It's, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Mm,
Yep.
it's cute. I don't.
This comes to us from Charming Games, art
Art
by
by
Leilamon.
Leilaman.
Nice.
So that's cute. I think that's my last green one.
What number was that? Number 7?
Yes.
Number 7, mine is another small box. Stacy's talking nostalgia. I'm thinking back to when I was a kid, when we were kids, watching cartoons and stuff. And this one just reminds me, it has that Cuphead art style on it. And this is Fliptoons. I really like the different characters, these different animated type characters in here. Reminds me of childhood watching cartoons. They're popping out of the circle. I like the logo on it and the way that it has the arrows. The logo is also very, cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
It has the 2 arrows showing that you're flipping cards. I think one nice little touch on this one was very at the top when it tells you who the designers were. It says presents. So that also kind of this feels like it's the beginning of a cartoon. It says they present Fliptoons. Here's the characters. This is the company that made it. So I really like that. It's just very nostalgic, like Stacy said. Illustrations are by Diego Sa. Not the last time you will hear that name either today. So yeah, I don't know. This one just reminds me of being a kid, so I really like it. Nice and simple. I like the blue stripe taking them and the 2 white stripes on the side. So that is Fliptoons from Thunderworks Games. Our illustrations by Diego Sa.
Very nice. Okay, so my next one is proof that just because you have a small game doesn't mean that you have to um, go skippy on the artwork for the game, I think. And that brings me to Table Fables Big Bad Wolf. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go. This reminds me of when I was little, once again, when I was learning how to read, and you get that book that, was 10 pages long that took you a week to read in class. And it always had these, the story right on the front cover for you. So simple, but yet so demanding in what it was about ready to do for you. I just love it. I just love how they fit this little tiny package with such a big, powerful message on the front. And this, I believe, is Beth Sobel as well.
Yep.
This game is by Brothers Murph and Jimmy Marrow. And I've not played this game. I think I'm going to play this game soon. But I love this cover. It just says a lot to me without saying a lot to me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, this was part of their crowdfunding for their channel last year, the Brothers Murph. So, and I picked it up. Yeah, really fun game, really good, really nice cover. Yep, really invokes the game. All right, that's a good one. Moving on to my number 6. My number 6 is also, it has that old school feel to it again, but completely different than Fliptoons. This one is old school horror, and this is spooktacular. Um, the more I looked at this cover, the more I saw details, a lot of details to it. I really like, first of all, you have this old feeling cinema that you might be going to, where you have this person that is taking your tickets or getting your tickets outside. Now, I don't know the last time I went to a movie theater where I bought my tickets outside the theater. But that's what you used to do. You used to buy your tickets
Mm-hmm.
outside the theater. You'd go up to the ticket booth. There'd be people in the ticket booth. They'd be selling you your tickets. Then you'd go inside and get your refreshments and everything. Um, I like the film reel and the ticket and the popcorn all up here. Now, Spooktacular is a game about movie monsters that are coming off of the screen and terrorizing the people in this theater on the last night of this theater on Halloween night. And so this eerie bluish greenish fog that is all over this really feels like you are it's coming out and you get this eerie feeling of something is going on. And on screen, this is much more blue. Is looking much more blue
Mm-hmm.
than what it really is. This is a little bit more greenish blue than the bright blue, but you can still feel like this eerie feel like something evil is going on because you have this smoke coming out and that kind of invokes evil. And then the word spooktacular on the marquee, that's where you would see all your movies, and just the lights up here. And then another little detail, a couple more details, I'll pick this up, is inside the entrances you can see the silhouettes of all the movie monsters. And then this guy right here selling your tickets, he is just creepy looking, and I love that he's got this orange and yellow glow behind him because it really feels kind of evil and spooky. So, I mean, if you want 80s B movie horror, this is great for that. So, that is Spooktacular from Level 99 Games. Art by I think I had to look it up. I think I had to look it up because I don't see the art. So let me look this up real quick.
Is that the same thing as featuring the visual design talents
I
of Davey
don't know.
Wagnerek?
It might be. They say things a lot of different ways. So Spooktacular. No, that's not what I wanted. Let me look this up real quick because we are talking about the art, so we want to be
Want to make right.
okay. Artist Javier Roa Gonzalez.
Oh,
So I think visual design is some of
the cards.
the cards. Well, not necessarily the cards, but like the way stuff is put together and things. Okay,
Okay.
so that is Spooktacular from Level 99 Games. Artist, like I said, is Javier Roa Gonzalez. Just absolutely love that cover. Yeah, so that's Spooktacular. My number 6. Moving on to our top 5s.
Number 5. Ian already talked about my number 5. So I am just going to show it quickly, kind of tell you why I liked it and why it's higher on my list than it is on Ian's list. But that is Formaggio. Formaggio. For me, it's the yellow. I mean, I'm a color person, I guess. I don't know. I didn't realize I was until I started doing this, but the yellow makes it pop. I like how it runs over. You still get the scenery over the edge of the cover of the game box, and I also like how the blue doesn't overtake everything because without the water, Italy is, I don't know, you don't really think of Italy and not think of the water
Water, yeah.
that's coming through it. But that doesn't overtake the picture. I like how the cheese is the main theme of the box. So that is why I picked Formaggio. And again, the Starry Night, like Ian said, this is one of my favorite paintings.
Mhm.
It reminds me of that. I don't know how clearly that's coming through, but I really like it.
All right.
It's a fun game as well.
Nice, nice. All right,
Ooh,
my number 5 is not the last time you're going to hear this artist either. This is Sindara Tang, and my number 5 is Critter Kitchen. Now, Critter Kitchen is all about running the best restaurant and impressing sous chefs. So I really like the font up here. I like how this looks like a sign that could be on the side of a building, but I really like a couple details on the title before we get into the picture. The paw on the that's dotting the I. Nice little detail. The 3 stars because you're trying to become a 3-star chef. So you have all these people, all these animals all around that are doing different things that are different places in the village, in the area. But your three main things is on your turn you have three characters. You have a little mouse, I think it is, a lizard, and a boar or a warthog. And the mouse is the fastest to places. He can get stuff the quickest, but he can't carry very much. The lizard can get there second fastest, can carry a little bit more. The boar, he's the slowest. He's the slowest to get to any one of the locations you're trying to get food from, but as you can tell, he can carry the most. So I really like how that is pictured right here in the center. It's showing you the three characters you might be sending out to get stuff to make your food, and it's showing you what they can do. He's fast, he's slow, he can't carry much at all. He can carry a whole lot. I mean, he's got carrots on his back, he's got something else in a bucket there, and he's got a big old keg or something underneath, wine barrel or something underneath his arm. Yeah, it looks like a wooden keg. It looks like a
It could
wooden
be
keg
maple syrup.
or a wine barrel or something. I mean,
Okay.
it looks like a wine barrel
Okay.
or something like that. So yeah,
Vinegar. We'll call it
sure,
vinegar.
sure, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so I like the buildings in the background. I like the two airships in the background. I like the water going through the middle. I like how they did kind of frame it all around the three characters, and they made them stand out more by having this um, arched bridge instead of just a flat bridge, so that they were standing above and standing right in the middle of the page. So I really like that. Yeah, so this is Sandar Tang and Critter Kitchen from
Very good.
Cardboard Alchemy.
Very good. So we're up to number 4. So my number 4 is. I think I have it. Yes, I
Yes.
do. Is Everdale Silverfrost. Now, I've never played this game, but it looks like a cozy game, whether or not it is. I
It is
don't
not.
know.
It is
Okay.
not.
Well,
It is
there we
probably
go.
the heaviest base Everdell game.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. But I like how it just reminds me of, oh, what is that painter? That guy. Anyway, there's this guy who paints who always has a glow in the windows or has like a cottage in the woods that just kind of glows and you just kind of look like you would just approach it from, coming out of the woods and just seeing this happy little town that is just sitting there. I like how these animals are back here with the sailboat that's coming towards them. Um, I think that's a mouse and a red panda, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But I just like the color combinations. I like how the font is not like huge on there, but it's still there. And I like the name Silverfrost and how it looks frosted. Like you have to kind of move around to see it.
It
It's
disappears.
kind
Like
of.
right now on screen, it almost
Oh,
disappears. So
oh, there
there
you
you
go.
go.
And then it's in the frost color. So I really like that about this. It's just very playful. I like. I don't know how to even describe it. It's not watercolor, but it's oh, what would that style be? I don't know. I'm not an artist, but I like the style of it. We'll just call it I like the
I
style of it.
just noticed the beacons on the mountain, and that's part of the gameplay. I just
Oh.
noticed those. Yeah, this is one that just this one was kind of in and out the bottom of my top 10. Um, the more I look at it, any other day, it may have been in my top 5. Who knows? These we have some really good covers, so they're really tough to
Yeah.
rank.
Who's the artist on this one?
The end
Oh,
artist is Lucas Sigmund.
there you go.
All right, nice. I like that one. I like that one.
Everdale Silverfrost.
Okay, that was number 4.
Number
All right,
4.
my number 4 is another not small box, but it's not a big box, and this one is by a very popular board game artist, Vincent Dutrait, and this is also sometimes less is more, and this is from 25th Century, and this is Wine Cellar. Now in Wine Cellar, you are auctioning off wines. You're trying to get wines from an auction as you are trying to build the best wine cellar. So I really like how this whole thing just kind of invokes that. You've got your wine barrel in the background. You got the nice wine bottle. I mean, this looks like it could be a nice printed label. I like how 25th Century put their logo up in this part of the label. I think it would have been cool had they just not included their logo down here since it was up there, but I understand they wanted it big. But I love the wine glass. I love the fact that it's got this dimension to it, and you can see like the glare from the light on it. The grapes over here, but then you've got the gavel over here for the auction. So it's just very simple, but it really invokes the game. And I think that's one reason I really liked this one. And that is Wine Cellar with from 25th Century, art by Vincent Dutrait.
Very nice. And my next one is one that Ian's already talked about, so I will not go into a lot of detail about it, but I will talk a little bit about it because my reasoning for liking this is a little bit different than Ian's. I do like the style that it's put in, but this is one of those nostalgic games for me. My grandma and grandpa lived on a farm, and they had this beautiful flower garden behind their house. And this reminds me of helping my grandma with getting her flowers all trimmed up, getting the weeds out and everything. And also, this does tell you about the game as well. You use these two, the spade and the hoe, as your little markers in your
I think that's a
box.
rake.
Oh, rake, your little rake.
But there's
And
more of them over here.
yeah, but you use those. Each player has those in there to mark what round they're in. You got your bees, your butterflies that you are trying to attract into your flowers. It's just a really soothing, relaxing game for me. I really do enjoy this game. At first, I thought it was going to be way overwhelming, but then you start looking at all of the pretty flowers and everything, and
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. It's a good game, and the cover really does like that's the game.
yep, this is it.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
and we already talked about the artist.
Moving right along. My number three comes to us from Thunderworks Games, right? Once again. Also, Diego Sa, I think it was the artist. And this is Citizens of the Spark. Now, I really like how they did this little stylistic frame up top, but then it stopped. You get to the two main characters. They're facing off against each other. They're trying to become, the best in the city. You've got the city down below with this awesome little orange, purple, pink, colors down here that are very striking. They're very very solid. I mean, straight lines. Very jagged lines. A lot of points. A couple circles in there, but a lot of straight lines. But then the two main characters here, I just love the way that they're facing off each other. They got a couple more on the sides from some of the different um, citizens that are there. But I love how they're facing off each other. I love the colors of it, the beads that are kind of going around this guy. I love that they're both holding their staffs, just ready to face off with each other, and have their discussion or whatever they're doing, and just the detail on each one of them. I love the colors on this. I will tell you, the people that follow this channel know that I'm a teacher, and I've mentioned a couple times that I create custom superheroes for my homeroom students every single year. This year I reached like 215 or something, and made collages of every single year and stuff. This color, when this cover came, this color scheme, this turquoise and green, inspired the color scheme, along with a deep blue in it, but they inspired the color scheme for my magician superhero this year. I saw this and I went, that's it right there. That's the color scheme, and it turned out like amazing. Like, it looks really really cool. And this was the inspiration. This cover was the inspiration for that color scheme on that superhero this year. So yeah, I just really like everything. I like how it's got the spark in the middle of the word. The words are kind of cracking, like something's going on. So yeah, these creatures touch the spark of intelligence, hang in our balance. You must recruit a wise council of animals. So you can tell they're like, you got to recruit them. You're gonna see who you're gonna recruit and make it the best. And you can kind of see that, like, okay, which one am I gonna recruit? Who's gonna like be the one that comes to and helps me out? So I really like this cover. And I love the difference between like this blue and green with the animals, and then this kind of darker color on the bottom, and it goes all the way around the board. Even the top is blue, and then the bottom has that pink. So I really like that. Just a really striking cover. Yeah, so that's Citizens of the Spark from Thunderworks Game with illustrations from Diego Sa.
Okie
We're
dokie.
getting down to it.
Getting
Top
down
two.
there.
Top
Woo!
two.
My next one is it's so cute. I just absolutely love this box cover. I have never played this game either. But this is one of my favorite box covers. It's my number two, so therefore, of course, I love it. Um, but it's simple, but yet it says a lot. Like I said, I've never played this game before. Um, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. The more that it kind of speaks to me. The color combinations that they use, the mouse, he looks like he's just on a mission. He just looks like he is ready to go adventure and do something fun. He's got his spilled turnips back here. The two bunny rabbits sitting over here. Just kind of enjoying the day. I don't know if that's what they're doing or not, but then you've got these different rock
Totems.
totems, yeah, around the way that must be in the game somehow. And then you got a squirrel or something back
Yep.
here. But I just really like this. I love mice. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't, but I mean, I don't want them in my house, but I love drawings of mice and
Mhm.
mouses. Um, they're just so cute. Those ears just speak to me.
Yep.
Um, it's just cute. I just really, really like this cover, and it almost makes me want to play it. If it wasn't in such a big box games scare me. Um, Especially this is 90 to 120 minutes. That's out of my time league. I am more of a 30 to 45 minute.
Hour tops.
Yeah, hour it starts to lose it for me. But I do like that, and it is just cute. I like the different sides of the boxes as well. That also really spoke to me with the different characters that they put
Yep.
around the edges. I'm sure that comes into the gameplay somehow. Um, it just it's so cute.
Yeah, this is from City of Games, artist James Tomlin and Frank West.
There we
So
go.
Frank West runs City of Games. They actually were the designers of the game as well. So yeah, really good cover. City of Games is known for their um, white boxes with just a striking cover on it, and that's another one that was like right there on my list. Okay, my number two comes to us from one of my favorite
Excuse me.
board game publishers, and that is Stonemaier Games. Stacy's already talked about Stonemaier twice. I haven't, and this is Vantage. In Vantage, you are being summoned and then crash land on a planet, and then you have to go explore that planet. And so this is your vantage point as you are ejecting in your capsule, and you're heading down to the planet. So as you are going down to the planet, crash landing somewhere unknown, you get a vantage and you get a visibility of different things that are. You can see that there's like these jagged cliffs. You can see this volcano here. You can see a bunch of green around here. You can see water. You know there's water. You know there's some mountains with some ice. You see kind of a desert. You see what might be a marsh in the background. You see some more hills. You see this path here, which actually that path reminds me of something I did in the game now that I'm looking at it. So I really like that this gives you a good idea of like, okay, this is the world you're going into, and this is what you see before you crash land. You are in your escape pod. You probably have a small window in that escape pod. This is all you can see, and it just barely goes over to the sides, so it really does have that roundness to it. But I really like how they made it big, with just a little bit of black. But I mean, that's probably all you can see out the window in your escape pod. And this is the planet you are crash landing on, and I really like that that's what you see, because it gives you an idea of the different things that you might see when you get onto that planet. And this is art by Valentina Filick, Soren Medding, and Emilian Rotevel. I'm not sure who did the cover. I know that all of them worked on a lot of different stuff, and some stuff looks like you can tell, like, okay, yeah, this is. You can't tell when some stuff is worked on by different people, but some of it, definitely looks a little bit different because it has to for different areas. But so I don't know exactly who did the cover, but I do love this cover, and I do think it feels like that's the game. Like that is what you're doing in the game. So that is Vantage from Stonemaier Games.
Nice. And now we are down to my number one cover. I love, and now when I say I love this cover, I could take this cover and I could hang it on my wall in different parts of my house just so that I could see it when I'm in different areas of my house. And I really need to play this game. And that is Everdell Duo. I love this cover. I don't know why. Just it's so magical to me. You've got the rabbit, you've got the frog, you've got the twinkling fireflies over here that kind of make you wonder, kind of gives it a magical feel to it. You've got the different animals all throughout here. Um, you've got the sun and the moon, so it tells you what parts of the day or the night that you're working in. I just absolutely love this. The font on it, just everything. I've not played this game yet, but I really want to play this game, and we'll probably play it this weekend,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Before I go back from
Oh.
my break. A
Yep.
couple days left on break. What else did you say about it earlier when we filmed the first, or when we were live the
shoot,
first time?
I don't know.
The clothing.
The clothing?
You like the old style?
Oh yes, it kind of reminds me of that old-fashioned vintage Wind in the Willows
Yeah, it does.
type of clothing. So if you take this type of clothing,
so I joked earlier when we did this live the first time. I said, so you hear that out there? An otter dressed in old timey clothes with a turquoise, bluish, greenish background.
sold.
And it doesn't matter. It could be a 5.0 on the complexity level. Stacey's just gonna buy it. She's never gonna play it if it's that complex, but she's gonna buy it.
I'm a collector. But it's kind of like River Valley Glassworks that has an otter dressed up in this type. I mean, not maybe as old as this, but he's got his little spectacle. But anyway, I digress. These animals, the little frog has his old hat on. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I think I'm just going to cuddle with it later.
And art by Andrew Bosley. And oh yeah, we couldn't read it very well. Engar. I'm gonna look it up because I can't. I can barely read it.
It's not a very good
It's
font.
a very thin font.
To make it look like it's in cursive.
Right. And it's
I'm
hard.
old enough to know how to read cursive.
It's just a little hard to see.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I read it properly. So let's see here. Andrew Bosley, Engar Adarasa.
There you go.
So, yep, another Andrew Bosley art one.
I absolutely love this cover.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what he just reminded me of?
What?
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Oh, he's the mayor. It's totally the mayor. It's 100% reminds me of the mayor. Now that you said it. With the top hat and the... Oh, yes. 100%. Yep, exactly.
Figured it out.
Yep.
Okay, right. That's why I love it so much.
Okay.
That's my number one. I'm just going to hold it right here.
My number one is not the first time you've heard this artist. This is another one by Sindara Tang this year. She had 3 games in our collection. One that we just learned this weekend already. Flamecraft Duel. But this one is T-Witches, and this is brought to us by the Op. The more I looked at this cover, the more I really, really liked it. So you've got this witch up front. So in T-Witches, you run a shop at the Tequinox Fair. And you have witches that are coming to your shop to buy things, and you have to upgrade your shop and do all sorts of things. So it's important to kind of know what's going on, because this really does kind of feel like the game. This is your shop. You have these tea pups that are going around, and they're getting different teas. These have 2 different teas in them. You have some stuff you're brewing back here as you're trying to make sure you're serving. You have these 3 witches that are in line. I like the fact that these 2 are faded a little bit more, and this stuff is standing out. I really like that fact that she's on a broom. She's floating above everything. She's got 2 cats with her. She's ordering. I like how the colored parts in the teapots are colored and they're shiny, so that you can't really see it on camera very well. Can't get it very, but these are a little shiny, so they almost they almost pop out at you a little bit. I really like how Manny Vega and Sindar Tang's names are on the front of the on front of the shop here, where and they're written like in chalk on a chalkboard. I like how the Op put their logo on this one. I don't like logos that like stand out and jump out on covers too much. I like it when they put their logo on and it kind of fades back in, and I love how they put their logo here looking like it's written in chalk. And then you have, because you're at a fair, so you've got like, you've got like the the building and stuff there. But this banners, it looks like a fair. It looks like a fair banner. It's got some detail on the sides, but I really like how the word T-Witches um, kind of gets that mystical feel once again because it's got that blue and it's got the stars and it feels very mystical, magical, kind of nighttime-ish. So I really like that. I really like the colors that were used on this. You got just little pops of color, but you got like lots of browns and stuff on it, but you got these pops of color, like the blue here, and her hair is a different color, and her hat, and just little things about that. I just really like this. So in the end, this one actually ended up popping to the top. And that is T
Yeah.
Witches from the Op with art by Sandara Tang.
And that wasn't even in my top 15
Wow.
because it's a liar.
No, well, you can't. Yes, don't take the art, don't take the cover and say, oh, this is going to be a really cute, fun game. It is a much more complex game. There's a lot going on. But you can't take that into account when you're talking about the
Yeah.
cover.
I'm just not a fan. I don't know what
I,
it
I
is.
like that theme though. I
Yeah.
like the widget and stuff. So, but yeah.
I
So
don't know if it's the style or what. I don't know.
there you have it. There are our top 10 covers of games we own that came out in 2025. Let us know what some of your favorite covers were this year. Let us know what you think about the covers that we shared with you. Yeah, next we have 3 more top 10 lists coming for the kind of the end of the year, beginning of the year. We will have our top 10 new to us pre 2025 games next week. We will have our top 10 games from 2025 the following week. And then the week after that, we will have our most anticipated 2026 games.
Oh my goodness.
I will also have a couple of year in review solo videos. I will do a top 10 year in review from Board Game Arena where I talk about top 10 games I played, top 10 people I played the most with, and my top 10 favorite games. And then I will have, before we do our 2026 most anticipated, I will do a look back because I did a top 10 most anticipated games for 2025. So I will do a look back at that to see how those games worked for me. That will come out after we do our top 25 or our top 10 games of 2025 because I don't want to be talking about stuff that may spoil my top 10 games of 2025. So,
my goodness.
all right. So we do have 5 more total, 2 with just me and 3 combined top 10 lists that kind of finish our 2025 and start our 2026 over the next 3 weeks. And we also have some other stuff coming up. We got our new talking points series that we're gonna have to record here soon. We're kind of debating when we're gonna record those and stuff for Wednesdays. And yeah, so like I said, let us know what covers really worked for you and struck it for you this year, and maybe some reasons why. Leave us a comment, comment, subscribe. It always means so much to the channel. Once again, this has been Where There's Wills.
There's a play.
I'm Ian.
I'm Stacey.
See you next time.
At the table.